But these institutions, they're going to go kicking and screaming. So how does this transition play out over the next 10 years, Mark?
Yeah, look, they always go out kicking and screaming, right? The telephone companies went kicking and screaming, but now what do the telephone companies do? They turned into internet companies, right? You don't pay for long distance, you pay for your internet service, or they sell you mobile phone services or whatever. So they will either innovate or die. Darwin was right, adapt or die. And so I think the same thing's going to happen here is right now what's happening is the first stage. So the first stage of the war is we'll squash them. So I tweeted this out yesterday. I said, so let me get this straight. Crypto is destabilizing for the financial system. That's the narrative that people are putting out there. Okay. And because of that, the banks that were facilitating that, like Silvergate and Signature Bank, need to be shut down. Crypto companies need to be shut down. Okay. I follow your logic. In order for the current banks to take over those crypto businesses. Whoa, time out. I thought you said it was destabilizing for the economy. So basically what you're saying is destabilizing for the incumbents. But if the incumbents run crypto, then we're good. Okay, but that's the way it always happens. Think about the 2000 boom, right? Webvan, total failure. Pets.com, total failure. Why? Because the incumbents, right? The pet food companies on the ground didn't want you ordering your pet food from the internet. Today, Chewy.com is a $20 billion company. It's the same company as Pets.com. Amazon or DoorDash is the same as Webvan. It just took 20 plus years to kind of get through that. And it's like all wars. There's the war at the beginning and the front line, the people, the intrepid few that go out there to the frontier. Some of them take arrows. And that's what's happening right now. And some of these early companies, whether it's Celsius or BlockFi or others, nope, they get put asunder. But that doesn't change the fact that we're going to transact in digital assets, and every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of real estate, every piece of fine art, every collectible car, every private business, everything, all $700 trillion of global assets will eventually be tokens, which just means an entry on a ledger, and will trade on blockchains, not in databases, run on COBOL. Like to this day, if you whip out your Visa card and use it, you are participating in a COBOL-based mainframe computer database. That's all Visa is. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Like, no, it's actually kind of a moat because no one knows how to hack COBOL. The only problem is when it breaks, we got to put a light on at the Sunnyvale retirement home and some 80-year-old comes over and fixes it because they're the only people who know how to code COBOL. That's an inferior system. But it's really profitable for Visa and for MasterCard and for American Express. And they're going to fight tooth and nail to stop this better system, which would be, hard wallet to hard wallet. And I saw a picture today. Someone tweeted out all the things you can buy in Costa Rica directly with Bitcoin using your digital wallet. No bank, no nothing, no broker, no middleman, no 6 to 8% of GDP disappearing. That's awesome for us as citizens, but it's not good for the incumbents. So in the fight, there will be casualties, unfortunately, but ultimately, I'm very confident that the tech will win. Just as I remember, I tell the story of this life cycle of tech. So there were no computers in the 30s and 40s and 50s. And then the mainframe computer was invented in 1954. And it was awesome. Companies like DEC and Wang and Burroughs and great companies, IBM. And then 14 years later, there was an innovation around the microchip, and suddenly we had mini computers. So you didn't just be a big company, small companies, but companies could have computers. And I grew up in Seattle, and there's this little upstart called Microsoft. And I always joke, a lot of my friends don't work anymore because they're smart enough to go to work there. I wasn't. I always protect myself and say, yeah, if you've seen the original Microsoft 11, you wouldn't have worked for them either. It's kind of a rough picture. They're multi-billionaires. I'm not. I shouldn't make fun of them, but we all look bad in the 70s. They just looked a little worse than others. But Steve Ballmer's mom famously quoted the DEC CEO saying, honey, why would you work for that company? No one would ever want a computer in their house. He has 18 billion reasons he was right, mom was wrong. 14 years later, there's an innovation around the internet. Paul Krugman said it'll never be more important than a fax machine. Maybe a little more important than a fax machine. Then 14 years later, and it's always 14 years. Why? Because young people always create everything because they don't know what they don't know, and they don't know any better than to try something new. And so it's a half generation, and the creative class is always young. You know, Mark Andreessen was 19, Larry and Sergey were in their 20s. Okay, young people create everything. So in 2010, the mobile net comes along. And I remember being back in Seattle at Craig McCaw's family office, and, you know, famous investor in mobile phones. And I asked this guy, do you think the mobile net will be as big as the internet? He's like, Mark, you kidding me? Ask people if they want a computer, like whatever. Ask them if they want a phone. Like, I already have two. I don't need another one. So yeah, the mobile net will be bigger than the internet. Well, now we got the truth net. And that's 2024, which is just around the corner. And so the inevitability of blockchain, the inevitability of the truth net, the inevitability of you and I being able to transfer seamlessly without trusted intermediaries is as obvious, okay, as it is that if I want to buy something, I don't go to the store anymore. I punch it up on Amazon or some other delivery service and it comes. But 20 years ago, no way could that happen. No way would you believe that was going to happen. No way would you believe that I could carry around more computing power than NASA had when they, sent somebody up the first time into space. But we do. And tomorrow we'll have more. No way people could believe that the Bitcoin blockchain, okay, the system of interconnected computers, that is the Bitcoin network, is 1,500 times more powerful than the most powerful supercomputer in the world. Not 1,500%, 1,500 times. It's been up for 14 years. It's been down for 0.0002% of the time. Not one fraudulent transaction. Think about that. Hundreds of billions of dollars of value, plenty of hackers trying to hack it. Not one fraudulent transaction in 14 years. How many times you had to get a new Visa number because someone hacked Visa?
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. I'm looking for partners, collaborators, colleagues who want to join forces with me around the globe and create real value, generational wealth, and financial freedom for everyone else around the world. Get involved in the cryptocurrency markets, get involved in the NFT markets. This is your moment. Life all comes down to a few moments. Don't let this pass. Now it's not too late. Next year's going to be too late. Ultimately, this is about freedom. That's the way I see it. This is about giving power back to the people and enabling billions of people worldwide to use the financial markets to improve their lives and those of their friends and their families and their communities. Honestly, I think it's a violation of human rights not to allow people basic access to financial services. Because right now people are being kept in the dark, they're being robbed of education, and it's a travesty. And so I'm looking for people that want to join me and be a part of this solution. And that all happens inside the DeFi Academy. The gains my students are making are absolutely amazing. Double, triple digit gains in the first month alone. That's amazing. This will change your life. Now is the time to get involved. I'm gonna tell you exactly how my students in my academy made money in the last 30 days. I'm talking about real trading results. And let me just whet your appetite a little bit. Let me hit you with some numbers. I'm talking Brendan from New Zealand is up 68.77% on the month. Steve from Europe up 83%. Albert in Singapore up 169.9% on one single trade. I got Susan up 153% on her call options alone, also rocking 139% returns and 442% returns as well on individual trades. These are people that are changing their financial future in the last 30 days, but it's based on trading discipline. I've graduated over 500 students from inside my academy from over 54 countries around the world. It's amazing. When it comes to crypto, DeFi, and blockchain, we love this space. We truly believe it's the future. This is down to our core. It's authentic to what we're doing, and everybody can tell through the camera because you can't make this stuff up. If you're watching me now, wherever you are, I implore you, take 60 seconds right now and join my academy. Apply today. Now you've got a chance. Life all comes down to a few moments. What are you gonna do? What's the choice that you're going to make?